Hi, I'm Jaquelin from Go 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 Gourmet, and I'm here today to take you on a tour of my freedomRail pantry. Let's take a look. Pantry storage has always been a massive problem for me, considering what I do for a living and how much I'm in my kitchen cooking. So when we built our forever home, I knew that I really wanted to take some time, think about what I really needed in a pantry. I knew the first thing that I definitely wanted in this pantry was solid shelving. That way if something spills, it just stays there. It doesn't go through 4 other layers of shelving and end up in a puddle on my floor. Another thing that I really wanted to do in my pantry was have some open shelving storage that would work for my most used kitchen appliances. I have kitchen storage that's kind of hidden for it, but it's just so much easier for the things that I use on a daily basis to just be able to come over and pull them right off the shelf when I need them. The adjustable shelving design in this makes it really good because I was able to have a deeper section here for my taller appliances and then a narrower section here for my more shallower appliances, while still giving me plenty of storage up above that's not wasted. The other thing that I have always loved is I am a little bit of a collector of cast iron enameled cookware. And it's so beautiful that I hate to always have it stuck in a cabinet where you can't ever see it. So I wanted to make sure that I left some other additional really strong open shelving so that I could display all of my pieces. These units are all individual shelving units. So they're a 2-shelf cabinet unit, which makes them really extra strong and really able to hold up a lot of weight. And if you've ever used one of these, you know that they can get pretty heavy. Another thing that I knew I really needed to have in this pantry was some drawers. There are just some things that just, no matter how you try, get lost or get shuffled around or fall. So I wanted to have drawer units. I know we all have just tons and tons and tons of these sauce packets and flavoring packets and everything else. This is the perfect height and depth so that I can keep it all organized and make it very easy to grab what I need at a given time. In my other drawers, I keep a collection of my lesser used spices. These have been really great so that I can lay my spices out and then be able to find what I'm looking for without lifting up a million different little containers trying to find what it is that I need. I love all of the solid open shelving that I have in this pantry. It's been wonderful for being able to display everything out flat and not lose things all the time. All the shelving is completely adjustable, so I've been able to put things out at just the right height for what I need. And in fact, I would easily be able to add in another short shelf right there, and it would probably take me only about 25 seconds to do it. And then I used some solid woven baskets to keep all of my many sauces, marinades, dressings that I use to develop all of my recipes. The other really nice thing is because of the height of my ceilings and the adjustable shelving that I can put in, I was able to factor in enough storage for all those big Costco purchases that you never know what to do with. The back wall of my pantry is actually my favorite section because I was really able to pull out the different offerings from Organized Living's freedomRail line and repurpose them into ways that maybe aren't totally expected. For example, all these slanted shelves here are actually shoe shelves, but I've put them to use for all of my canned goods, allowing me to be able to pull things out and have the rest roll forward. It's very easy for me to find what it is that I'm looking for at any given time. My top shoe shelf I use for bread. Now I don't know about you, but bread seems to go missing in my pantry very frequently. So here I've been able to lay them all out flat, no smushed bread and no lost packages. It's been really easy for me to keep track for my grocery buying purposes. How much bread do I have left? Are there bagels for the morning? I can just take a quick look and I know exactly what I have at any given time. Now I do have to say, I think that the wire baskets from this collection are probably my favorite item out of the freedomRail line. It has made it exceptionally easy for me to keep things together. For example, in my bottom baskets on these wonderful glide rails, I keep all of my potatoes and onions and garlic together. I can easily take the basket out and take it to the kitchen when I need something. In my other baskets, I keep a lot of my loose baking bags, all the things that don't really stand up by themselves well on a shelf, but they lay flat great in a basket. In here, I have pasta and rices. And because we are an Italian family, yet another basket of pasta. I use their really deep baskets for all of the bags of chips, and since my family, probably like yours, can't finish a bag of chips before they open a new one, it's been very nice to have a very large, deep basket to hold it all and keep it all in one place. On the top shelf, I keep all of my most used baking stuff, things that I use a lot and never seem to not buy two of in the past. But being able to see what I have has made it very easy for me to cut down on the amount of duplicate buying that I end up doing. When I designed my kitchen, I knew that one thing that I really wanted was to be able to maintain that clean white look all the time. Now the problem with that is you still have appliances that you use on a daily basis. For me, it's my coffee maker, my espresso maker, and my toaster oven. So when I was designing my pantry, I made sure to have my electrician add in a couple of outlets along this wall. My plan all along was to have some open shelving down below, which is where I have now kept all of my blog props, and then my Tupperware in a more organized, orderly fashion. And then I have a butcher block countertop that I had stained to match my floors so that it would all tie together and really make this feel not as much like a pantry, but more like an extra room of my house. By having my coffee maker and espresso maker in here, I didn't want to go traipsing back and forth to the kitchen for cups every morning. That's where these O boxes with doors really came in handy, because it gave me the ability to have some hidden storage that's, more like a kitchen cabinet. So up here you can see I have tons of coffee mugs and my travel coffee mugs right where I need them, right next to my coffee maker. The other thing that I really like about the freedomRail line is that it comes in a variety of finishes, and I was able to find one that I thought tied in beautifully with my existing kitchen cabinet color. The cabinets themselves came with a really nice chrome hardware. Because the cabinet hardware holes were drilled at a standard width, I was able to order extra of my kitchen cabinet hardware and bring the same hardware in here, really tying the whole room together. Thanks so much for coming on a tour of my pantry. It was so easy for me to do this all by myself. Just go to organizedliving.com and check out their design tool. You can put in your own room dimensions and play around with all of their different products and sizes so you can come up with the perfect pantry design that'll work for you and your family.